Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat, and today we are going to be looking at what is potentially the largest WCF one-piece figure that we've ever had. We are talking about not Oats, as it says there in the top right corner, in the top left corner. We are talking about Oars Jr. And this comes from Thriller Bark. This was the continent puller. He is a giant that is so massive that was supposed to have striked fear and terror into the hearts of civilizations for hundreds of years. And he comes in, well, his body is in Thriller Bark, and he is powered by Luffy's shadow. And he is ginorma huge, to say the least. So this is G5 Studios. This is our first time seeing a G5 Studios figure. We don't know what a G5 Studios figure is going to be like. This is the very, very first one we've ever looked at. There is the front of it, or about as much of the front of it as I can show. Let's scroll down a little bit. There's a QR code there, if anyone's interested. Don't know what it does, but you can scan it. Probably takes you to the G5 website. The base of it has nothing of any great interest. And as you can see, we have once again removed the stage to show off this figure. Now these figures, they're all made of resin. They all come from one collector on eBay. And we've looked at all of the Whitebeard pirates, as well as all of Cross Guild. They all came from the one seller. And we now have Oars himself, and this is so large that even the Grand Cat with his big grand hands cannot actually get around the actual base of this to pull it out. My goodness, how big is this figure? You know what, we're going to pause the video a second, folks, and then I'm going to pull this out, and we shall be back in just a second. That was most certainly not easy. Now I haven't looked at it yet, and I realise that the camera is only looking at foam at this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this on its side, and let's reveal and see what the inside of it actually looks like. Oh my goodness, you can already see the detail in the figure. There he is. Whoa. That is pretty cool, to say the least. He looks absolutely huge. Oh, we've got a card as well. I didn't know that G5s had cards. This is number 335. And it says Oz, O-Z, and it says G5 Studios on the back of it. So I think this is his base. Taking that very carefully. Whoa! I've never seen a WCF figure base look like this before. This is all brand new to me. It looks like he's got a few accessories. Oh, he's got his horns in the bottom right corner. I can see that as well. I'm not sure if these look like chains. I don't know what is going on here either. Okay, let's pull the continent puller out of his foam. Oh, he is heavy. And how does this connect? I see that there's something that's supposed to connect here. I just don't know what it is. Okay, well, one foot has connected to there. Let's bring out the rest of his accessories. And we'll put Oars up here. This is almost like a statue rather than the equivalent of like a WCF. Okay, so here's one of his chains. He's got two more chains. And he has his long horns here as well. And I think that is us in terms of accessories. And now it's a case of working out how this all goes together and seeing what he looks like. Okay, so we have no clues from the box. We're just going to have to try this out. Now, the horns go this way. I think they magnetized in there. Okay, they do go in and... okay. There is a satisfying click when they do click in. I see that there's a part here that's next to the SZ900. So I'm guessing that is where part of a chain goes. Does this bit connect into here? I think it might. I think this is where this one goes. Okay, and that clicks in there. Nice, satisfying metallic click. So, which one is it that goes to here? Is it this one? Does it go the other direction? It might. It feels like it's clicked in there magnetically. So there must be one more space for this one to go. Ah, right, it's here on this arm. And yeah, I think I got it the right way as well. Let's try putting it the other way. No, the other way doesn't work, so I got it the right way the first time. And there we are. So it gives the illusion of Oars breaking out of his chains. And this is a really heavy figure. It's really cool that it comes with its own unique stand as well. Now let's do a 360 of him before we do any comparisons. Now I have a feeling if I lift him, he's going to come off the base here. So we need to actually lift it by the base because the only thing that connects him to the base is one little stand in his foot here. And I have to make sure that I'm not doing any damage to the chain either. I'm going to remove the chain first. Put him back on his base. We got him on the base the first time easily enough. What is going on now? Okay, there we go. I'm going to stop this a second. And then we're going to put this back in now. There they are with a satisfying click. It goes in. And now we can do a full 360 of Oars Jr. And let's see how much closer we can actually bring him before he doesn't fit in camera. Not much is the answer. And there we go. There is Oars Jr. Now this is incredible. I love the look of the eye and the expression that it gives, the open jaw. The chains are really cool. I love the base that he's standing on as well, and also the fact that the chains are all like they look like they're smashing off of them, the way that they are all connected. It is really, really cool, really, really nice to see. Now, of course, this is a different company from A+ Studios that made the Whitebeard Pirates. So we're going to see how he lines up with some of the other WCFs and A+ Studio figures just now. So as you can see, he takes up a lot of space. We're going to move him back around, and he is going to sit right here. I'm going to move him just back a little bit so that he is fully on camera. And now let's compare him. I think it's fair to compare him first to a WCF figure. So let's bring in Lafitte. There you can see the height difference between Lafitte and Oars. The Oars is quite a bit more massive. Let's go up a little bit of a scale. Let's bring in A+ Studio. We'll bring in the A+ Studio Ace, who is on the Flame base. So you can see the two cool different bases together next to one another. Let's now bring in the next scale up, which is going to be the Whitebeard Marshall D. Teach, also known as Blackbeard. And remember, this was a slightly bigger figure that he was towering over a lot of the other WCFs. Next up, I think we're going to bring in one of the big boys, Whitebeard himself. And in order to get him to fit on the stage, he has to turn to his side. And you can indeed see that Oars is significantly taller than what Whitebeard is. But now we get to the true test, I suppose. The true test of scale. And that is going to be Oars Jr. next to Little Oars Jr. And how do we even get these two beside each other? They don't even fit on our little carousel. But there we go, there is the two of them, just barely in shot of one another. And what a shot it is. It does look like they are pretty much the same size. I think arguably Little Oars Jr. maybe has a bit more girth than what Oars Jr. has. I think Oars Jr. is supposed to be bigger, but of course they have made them to a particular scale. You can see that Oars Jr.'s head is smaller, so I think that Oars Jr.'s head, this Oars Jr., this is Little Oars Jr., I think if Oars Jr.'s head was to scale with Little Oars Jr., you would see the size difference between Oars Jr. and Little Oars Jr., and the Oars Jr. is just a bit bigger than Little Oars Jr. And there we are. There is some huge WCF resin one-piece figurines. And this is also the end of my recording session. I have been at this for quite a while. So the next video for you guys, it'll just go up every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, as per usual. But as for me, I do not know when the next video is going to go up. I don't know what it is that I'm even going to record next. I have no idea. I have loads of stuff that I can most certainly record, and I don't know which one I'm going to choose. So it's going to be exciting for you guys to find out. So whatever day this goes up, whether it's Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, the next one will go up on the following either Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, depending on what day it is that this one goes up. Remember, these are recorded months in advance, so I have zero clue as to what I'm recording next. But that is the end of one extremely long recording session, and it has been an absolute pleasure showing off all of these One Piece WCFs, A+ Studios, and the G5 Studio Oars as well. And I'm looking forward to, at some point, perhaps getting the Jozu, getting the Flamenco, and of course Atmos. I also wouldn't mind getting hold of some of the Big Mom pirates, not all of them because there's a lot. And I also wouldn't mind getting hold of some of the Kaido pirates as well, because we've now successfully completed all of the Blackbeard pirates, all of the Red Hair pirates, all the Straw Hat pirates, all of Cross Guild, and now essentially all of the Whitebeard pirates. The other Whitebeard pirates that I would like, other than the three that were missing, the 3 division commanders, is Squard, because he had a prominent position, that he was the one that that sort of backstabbed Whitebeard, and Whitebeard even forgave him for it. And Whitney Bay, because she plays a slightly more prominent role, and she's also got some decent card effects in the One Piece TCG card game. She's just one of the more notable Whitebeard pirates. There is a lot more Whitebeard pirates than just the division commanders, but we're not going to collect all of them. In fact, dare say, I arguably think we already have too many, and yet we still need a couple more, which is ridiculous. So with that said, folks, that is going to be it for this little video, and I really hope that you've all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so that you can see when more of these glorious little videos go out, and we shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.